I want to welcome you all to today's lecture, which is lecture, excuse me, lecture 5 of sales and marketing. So lecture 5 for today, we are looking at a new product development and the life cycle strategy. In this whole lecture, in the previous unit or this whole lecture, it introduces you to one of the elements of market mixing. You remember the time we were doing about market mixing? We talked about the product, the people, promotion, and the like. Those four major products, or four major elements of the product mix. And amongst them is the product. And these elements, in as much as those four elements, they are interdependent, you analyze or you discover to say the product is the most important among them all. Why? It's because the product is what the company offers. Yeah. Without the product, the company is, you can say it's nothing. So the product is what the company offers. As such, it is the most important thing of them all. So it is often said that the social economic justification for any company's existence, it lies in the ability for it to satisfy its customers. So for the company to satisfy the customer's needs, it needs to offer a desirable product. So it can either be a product or service that must fit the expectation of the customers. In such a way, that's how the customers can be satisfied, or the customer's needs can be satisfied. So the company itself, it expresses its intention through what it offers. And in this regard, the product stands out as the major descriptor of what the company stands for in the eyes of the customer. So when we talk of whatever company which you can talk of, it is they are the products which that particular company offers. That's what makes that particular company to stand out. Without that particular product which it is offering, the company may not be known, or it may be useless to the customer, because it is offering nothing, or a product which does not satisfy the customer's needs. So as such, the product amongst the market mix, it stands out to be one of the most important, in as much as we may say there were four marketing mix elements or things. They are interchangeably, or they're interdependent, I mean. So we have the price, the distribution, we have the promotion, and we have people. But all those, without the product, you won't even have the price. Without the product, even the issue of promotion, what are you going to promote? That's why we are saying it stands out to be the most important. So by the end of this lecture, you should be able to describe the stages in the new product development process. Other than that, you should also be able to define the different types of new product that can be launched. Also to describe the concept of the product life cycle. So let's look at what the new product development process is. So if you had listened earlier when I started, you have heard me emphasizing on the importance of the product. So we have said that the product is the lifeblood of corporate success, and this success is enhanced by bringing new products to the marketplace. In developing a program to reach its intended market, a company starts with a product or the service to satisfy the wants of that particular market. So a product, in most cases, it has been narrowed to just tangible or physical, the tangible aspect, that this thing, it should be a tangible thing. In as much as we may say a product is something which is tangible, but we can also still refer to a product as a service. Why do we say so? It's because of services, they tend to satisfy a particular need. That's why we say a product, for it to be called a product, not only does it need to be tangible, but it needs to satisfy some needs for the particular customer. So when we define in the definition of a product we say is a set of tangible and intangible attributes, including packaging, color, price, manufacturer's prestige, retailer's prestige, and manufacturers and retailers' services, which the buyer may accept as offering want satisfaction. So there's an issue of satisfying the needs. Without that, excuse me, a product may not be called a product. So a product is anything that can be offered to the market's attention or the market's accusation or the market's for market consumption, and that might satisfy a need or want. That is from Philip. That's Philip who said that. So in as much as you are talking about a product, even you as a salesperson, whatever you offer to the market, you should make sure that you appeal to the benefits of that particular product. What do the product have to do with the people? What is it going to do for them? So in sales, as you sell your particular product, you are not selling the product, but you are selling the benefit. And the customers, they don't buy the product, but they buy what that particular product does for them. They buy the benefits. So in as much as you may give out your product or you may do whatever you may do, appeal to people using the benefits that your particular product may offer to them. Once that one is achieved, you may find that you may even have customers. If a particular product fails to satisfy the customer's need or it does not have benefits, the customer is not benefited in them, you will find that they may not even be willing to pay for that particular product. As such, whatever product or service which you may sell, appeal to the needs, appeal to the benefits, appeal to the needs of the customers through the benefits that your product offers to them. I'm sure that one is very much clear. That I was trying just to differentiate what a product is, or how we can talk about when we say the product and a service. A service can also be referred to as a product. Now, let's come to what is a new product. What can we consider to be a new product? The new model that auto manufacturers introduce each year, is it what is being introduced to be considered as a new product? Or maybe it's when a firm adds an acne remover to its assortment of women's cosmetics, and then we can say that this is a product? Or what exactly can we say this is a new product when we say so? We are going to limit ourselves in the definition that we're going to give here. There are some categories where a particular product should fall for it to be considered as a new product. And there are 3 recognizable categories of new products. And these are as follows. So it's not each and every product that you can say, no, this is a new product or what, unless they fall amongst these 3 categories. So the first one is the products that are really innovative, truly unique. So example of such kind of products, the cancer would be a cancer or HIV cure. Products for which there is real need, like people, they really need that particular product. So when you bring in a cure or anything, as we talk at the moment, we don't have really a cure, or it may be there, but it's not very much popular. And because this is a need, and there is need of an innovation, whatever somebody can come up with, which is truly unique in its way, that may be considered to be a new product. Why? It's because it's unique in its way. It have just come in it really appeals, or it is really a product that has to come with a lot of innovation with it. The second one is the replacement for existing products that are significantly different from the existing one. In an event where you bring in just something which is totally different from what the product or the way the products which were available on the market, the way they were. So the moment that particular thing is brought on the market, that we can consider it to be a new product. So if there was a problem, a product that was there on the market, and then you replace it, or you bring a replacement with it. An example here, instant coffee, it was replaced by ground coffee, and the coffee beans. Sorry, instant coffee, it was replaced. It replaced the ground coffee and the coffee beans. That was instant coffee. Like this time around, people are taking a lot of instant coffee in place of those the ground coffee and the coffee beans. They are no longer really there. They may be there, but they are no longer on demand. Annual model changes in autos and the new fashions in clothing belongs in this category. That's what they are saying. But just the point you should take here is that any product that may come to replace the existing particular product, that product, it may be considered to be a new product. The third one is imitative products that are new to a particular company, but not new to the market. If at all a particular company sees what maybe another company is producing or what they have, and then that particular company also ventures into the production of that particular product, yet that particular product, it never existed to that particular company, yet it is there on the market, that still, or that product can still be considered to be a new product because it's new to that particular company. So this company simply wants to capture part of the existing parts with a me too. Like they also want to produce something which is new. So the key criterion to whether a given product is new is how the intended market perceives it. If the buyer perceives that a given item is significantly different from the competitive goods being replaced in some characteristics or appearance, that one we can say it's a new product, as long as it is just perceived so by the customer that this has replaced, like this company, it used to offer this particular product, but the way it has been offered or the way it is offered by this product or this company, they are offering it a new way or new model, then that can still be considered to be a new product. I would give an example of, let's say Nakambala. We have Nakambala, and there is another company for sugar, which is in Mansa. We have got sugar, and sugar was only produced by Nakambala company in Mazabuka. And when that company in Mansa came for producing sugar, this time around we have Mansa sugar. So even them, they just say, no, even me, I want to produce this. So that sugar from Nakambala, in as much as it may not really, the sugar may not really be new on the market, but as customers, we perceive it to be new. It's something which is unique. This particular company, they have just imitated to produce this same particular product. So products that may fall amongst these three categories, those we can say these are new products. So now let's look at the development of new products. How are new products developed? So it has been said that nothing happens until somebody says it, but that is not entirely true. Firstly, there must be something to sell, then which is a product or an idea. Not that nothing happens until maybe you sell, but before you sell, there should be a product which you need to sell. So let's look at what product development or development of new product is. So this process which we are going to look at here, you'll find out that the particular company or customer, or particular company or organization, they need to come up with a gem of a product idea. They need to come up with something new. They need to look into their, how innovative they are for them to create something which is new. So it comes with, each and every product, it comes with first an idea. So that's what we call, or the cure for product indigestion. It may be starting with the innovative, or being innovative, not just the issue of imitating what others have done. So a particular company, for them to say we have a new product, unless that particular product, it was an idea which started with them, not just the issue of imitating. So if at all they imitate, the issue of just imitating it may not make a particular company go very far, but they need to make sure that they have ideas so that they start producing products of their own, which are new. So let's look at the process which involve a new product development. So the first step in the product development is idea generation. So this is where the company develops ideas. They come up with different ideas about what kind of products they can make. So this one is just the issue of ideas. Somebody may come up with, no, I think we need to make this, we need to make that, we need to make that. So it may be different ideas which they have. That's why we call the idea generation. So ideas, they are generated. That is the first step. So after they have those ideas, we come to the second step, which we say the idea screening. So after they have selected a particular idea that, no, I think after they have come up with the different ideas, they need now to screen those ideas to make sure that they choose one idea which is going to be feasible, idea which makes sense to the company for them to produce a particular product. So after they have chosen in the idea screening, we come to concept development. They develop now a concept towards that particular product which they have produced. The product development, they say a concept is development and tested. So a particular idea for a new product which they have developed here, they need to conceptualize it, to make it in concept. Like, they try to see how that particular product is going to, how does it appeal to the customers. You try to conceptualize it. Let's say maybe if a particular company maybe is producing a module, it is producing an energy drink, they will try to come up with a concept on how how that energy drink is going to help the people. So that goes with more like you rely much on the benefits of that particular product. So what do you do on the concept, in the concept development? You develop a concept to show how energy is, or how that particular drink is going to give you energy for you to soar during the entire day, or for the entire day, for you to cope up with the pressure of the day, or maybe there is a pressure maybe for a particular job which you are actually doing. After you do that, and then you come to the business strategy development. The business strategy development, this is where marketing and other business strategies, they are developed. What kind of strategies are you going to use for that particular product for it to be sold? What are the marketing strategies which you are going to use after you have come up with the development of the concept? You now have to generate some marketing strategies which you are going to use before even the product, the not the product, but before even the production of that particular product. So in the market development, this is where you go to the target, you go to the people who are your target customers. You try to find out their needs, what do they like, so that when you do your production, you know some of the features or the things which needs to be included in that particular product so that it may meet the needs for the particular customers. So that's what you do in the business strategy development. Then after you have created the marketing strategy and everything, you come to the product development now. You produce that particular product which you have come up with. After you produce that particular product, you have to test the market, get back to your customers, find out, do they love that particular product? So in the test marketing, what you do is you produce just a few good. You don't produce quite a good number of products. You don't produce a lot, no. You produce just a few to see their demand on the market. Do people like them or not? If you see that, no, actually those products, a lot of people like them and they are good, the features or the benefits that they have, people, they really like them. And then you launch, you come to commercialization. So the commercialization, this is where you launch now a particular product. You put it now on the market, like officially put that the product is now there on the market. You see, sold everywhere after you have tested and everything. So after that, after you commercialize it, you launch it, you introduce it to the market. The introduction, that is the last stage. So that's how new product development is done, or products, they are newly developed. So I've already explained this. The first stage, which was the generation of new product idea, where you come up with different ideas. Those ideas, after you have come up with them, you screen those ideas. You come up with the idea which is the best. After you have come up with the idea which is best, you come to concept development, trying to see if the idea has been accepted as a worthy for further investment. So you come up with now the concept development. You try to explain, bring in concepts on how that particular product may be explained, or it can be explained. That's what you do in the concept development. So in some other ways, we can say there is this product which you want to produce, but how can we put that product in concept? So that is, when you conceptualize something, you are more like appealing to the benefit which that particular customer, not the benefits, but the benefits that the product has. But now you bring it in action. How will the benefits going to appeal to the customers? How do they appeal? You now bring it more like in picture form. You don't just describe it, but you give it even to the people to try to. I was giving an example of the energy drink. Energy drink, how the energy drink going to help people to cope up with the pressure of the work which they are actually doing. So the benefits that particular product have, that is the concept development. You bring those things together. After that, you do the business analysis. Business analysis, this is where the marketing development, which I was talking about, where you consider the sales, the cost, the profit, consider what do customers need, and everything. All those kind of stuffs there in the business analysis. So after the business analysis, I talked about the product development. So product development, This is where the actual product is developed. So you look at the features for that particular product and how the development, how it's going to be produced, and even the production itself is done in the product development. Immediately after you have produced a particular product, you come to market testing. Just pick some few individuals to test that particular product as to whether it may meet or it is likable on the market. Are people buying it? Is it on demand? So in this stage, you don't actually produce quite a lot of products first. No, you have to produce just a few, and then you give it out to the people so that you try to see whether the people are able to buy it. Is it on demand or not? Now, if you see that no, it has gone through, people, they like it and everything, after the market testing, then you come to commercialization. This is where you launch, where I was saying, you launch a product that no, the product now it can be sold. It's good to go and everything is okay. So after that one is done, then you can come, you go to the introduction where you introduce the particular product on the market. So that ends the stages in the development of a new product. So let's look at the manufacturer's criteria for new products. Those that are manufacturing products, not the retailers or the wholesalers. So when should a proposed new product be added to a company's existing product assortment? So this question is asked and must be answered appropriately because the development of new product is time consuming and expensive. So the decision to develop new product must be made after a good analysis of the situation and must be refutable evidence to warrant the commencement of the process. So a manufacturer should make sure that they answer and they understand that we can add a particular new product or this product can be added. Why? It's because adding a new product, it can be time consuming and very much expensive because there are a lot of things which needs to be done. So before it is done, before a new product is introduced or is produced, let there be an exclusive analysis. Let there be a thorough analysis of the situation. Otherwise, a product may be born and die just on the middle. So there should be adequate demand. If a particular manufacturer, they have to say a product can be added that we can actually start producing it. There are questions which they have to answer. And amongst the questions is that there should be an adequate demand, an adequate market demand. That particular product should be on demand, not where you have just heard from someone saying, no, I wish you guys can be producing this, and then you run to the company and say, no, we need to produce this because we have heard that this product is needed by people. Who people have said that? Maybe it's just one person. So is it on market demand? Does it have adequate demand? If not, you may just waste your time. So the basis for the question is, do enough people really want our product? Not just maybe one person or a few people. And maybe your particular product which you are talking about is just for certain people who are found in certain areas. Maybe in that particular area, they're the ones who prefer that, maybe because of the environment where they are, but not countrywide. So you have to take in consideration of all that, of others. Is our product, do our product have adequate market demand? So the second thing is the product must be compatible with the current environmental and social standard. Do the manufacturing process heavily polluted or processes heavily polluted air or water? maybe in the production of this particular product, is it going to harm the environment? Is it going to cause water pollution? Is it going to cause air pollution? What are the disadvantages of producing that particular product? Does it harm the environment? So you have to make sure that a particular product, you have to make sure that it is compatible with the current and the social standard. If not, then it may not be good for you to produce it. So the product, the third one is the product should fit into the company's marketing structure. So if a particular product does not fit in the company's marketing structure, it will be very much expensive for you to produce a new product, because that product, you have to make sure that you develop its own marketing structure. And as such, it may need a lot of money for it to be produced. So make sure that it fits. If it doesn't fit, it may not be a good idea for you to introduce this particular product. A new product idea will be more favorable received if the item fit in the existing production facility, manpower, and the management capabilities. You have also to make sure that all those, it fits well in all these things which I was stated here. The other one is the product should fit from the financial standpoint. Do you have adequate financial stability? So at least 3 questions should be, make sure that you ask them. Is adequate financing available? Will the item increase seasonal and the cyclical stability in the firm? Or are the profit possibilities worthwhile? Those are the questions which you need to make sure that you answer, not just bring a product because you have seen it or it seems to be a good product, yet maybe you don't have the financial stability for you to produce it. There also must be legal objection. Make sure that the particular product which you want to produce, it is in line with the legal aspect. It is in line with the legal laws, the laws which the particular company or the particular government has set, or even the company, each and every company, it have got rules and regulations. So it should make sure that it falls into the objections for that particular company. Management in the company must have the time, the ability to deal with the new product. And the last one is the new product be in keeping with the company's image and objective. So a firm stressing low-priced, high turnover product normally should not add an item that suggests prestige or status. So these are some of the criteria or some of the questions which needs to be asked before a manufacturing company ventures into a particular product or the production of a particular product. How about the middleman's criteria for a new product? The middleman's criteria, we're talking about the people who are on the middle between the customer and the producers. There we're talking about the producers. But now the middleman, the wholesale and the retailers, they are the people whom we can consider, whom we consider to be the middleman. What are their criteria? What are some of the things which they need to consider before they make sure that they add a new product? Is relationship with the manufacturer. You should make sure that they have a good relationship where they are able to keep in touch with the manufacturer, with those that are manufacturing that particular product. Otherwise, you may be where you are. You may just introduce a new product, but the supply of it may be less due to the fact that maybe the manufacturers, they are very far. So you need to have a good relationship with the manufacturer, both in geographical term and in reputation terms, so to say. Make sure that you have a good relationship with them. The other one is in-store policy and the practices. So what type of selling effort is required for a new product? You have to make sure that that particular product which you have, do you have a good storage? Or maybe the store policies, they mean each and every product, you find that it have got the regulations on how it should be kept. For example, if you are a grocery, I mean, if you have a shop where you do your grocery, you're running a grocery or a cantemba, which have got groceries, and you want to consider starting ordering, what can I say? Let's say maybe you want to start offering fish or fresh food. By fresh food, it can be fish meat, or even some fruits. Do you have enough? Do you have a good storage for you to start selling or supplying such kind of goods? If you consider maybe you want to start selling fish as well, do you have enough cooler boxes or enough fridges for you to be keeping your fish in there? Is the environment conducive enough? So all such kind of things are the things which you need to make sure that you put in consideration. Now, why do new products fail or succeed on market? You know, it's not each and every product which may be new or which tends to succeed. I hope you have seen this at several points where a product is introduced on the market, but just within a short test period of time, it's out. In some products, they stand the test and the test of time. We find that up to now, from the time they were introduced, they are actually still there. So let's look at these reasons. One executive gave these reasons after a survey was taken, was asked about the question like, why do products fail or succeed? And the answers which he gave, the first one was that there is inadequate market analysis. In most cases, there is an overestimation potential sales of new products that no, this particular product actually, it is on demand. So if we are to start producing it, we're going to make a quite good number of money. We're going to make quite good money from it, sorry. So there is no market analysis, a good market analysis which have been made. You are just making your judgments out of, I don't know how I can even put it, so to say, emotions or whatsoever. There is no an adequate analysis out of it. And as such, it can cause a particular product to fail. The other one is product deficiencies, poor quality, like particular product is produced, but it's of poor quality. As such, may make a particular product to fail because the customers, I mean, the competitors may take advantage of that particular product, and then they can make a very competitive item, and as such, customers or clients, they may go to the competitors, leaving them, and they may lose out. The third point is lack of effective marketing effort. Maybe the marketing strategies which they have or the marketing personnel, they are not good. As such, you find that a particular product, even if it was a good one, they did the market research and everything, it may fail because of the people who are supposed to spearhead the promotion of it. The other one is higher cost than anticipated. The product, once it comes, you find that it is actually very much expensive. maybe which could have been led by the production cost, if at all maybe the cost which were involved, the production costs were high. The particular product, it may be very much expensive. So as such, it may lead to a product to fail, because should they reduce the price and yet it is produced at a higher cost, the company would make a loss. And because companies, those are non-profit, those are profit-oriented institutions. If a particular product does not give them profit, they won't produce it, and they abandon such kind of products if they just realize that customers are failing because it's highly expensive, yet the production is high. The other one is competitive strength or reaction. The other one is poor timing of introduction and the technical or production problems. Some companies, they may have problems to do with technical or the production process, and as such, a particular product, it can fail to succeed. Yeah. Yeah. So what I was saying was, what are some of the things which you can do for you to make sure that a product, it succeeds, it succeeds, or it becomes a success? For you to avoid those things which may make a particular product to fail, what needs to be done is that organization, more specifically in the corrective actions, which involve organizational changes aimed at strengthening new product planning. There should be the organization should change the way it does things, so that the people who are involved in the planning of introducing new products, they are strengthened. Maybe you add some more experienced people in those departments. And as such, you will reduce the rate of you having a product failed once it is introduced on the market. The other one is better marketing research to evaluate market needs and prospects. You need to have better market research. Otherwise, you'll find that you may think, or you may just assume that a particular product that you want to produce the market, it is on demand, yet maybe it was just one person who had said, no, this product of yours, or I would like to have a product of this nature. Then you went on to produce that, generalizing that, no, people, what they want actually, they want products of this nature. So do increase or improve on the marketing research. Once that is done, you will have your products succeeding once they are introduced on the market. The other one is improve the screening and the evaluation of ideas and products. How to make sure that once the product or an idea is introduced by somebody, that there is a new idea of a certain product, let it be scrutinized very well. Do a lot of evaluation before that product or that idea is taken to an advanced stage. Once these three things are done, you reduce the rate of you having your products failing to succeed once it is started. I want us to look at the product life cycle. Each and every product that is produced on the market, there is a cycle in which it goes through. Each and every product, or even a service. So you will discover that even in companies, there are stages which they go. More especially for products, it can be an initial stage, the stage where it matures, like the company, they're able to get a lot of profit from there, and then a declining stage where a particular product, you only discover that it is in extinct. It's no longer in existence. It has lost value. So there are stages. In these stages, as you can see from the diagram which is there, we have what we call the product. In short, the stages, there are 4 stages. The first stage is introduction, growth, maturity, and decline. So I'm going to explain well when I'll go to the table about this, but for now, just know that there are 4 stages which involve the product cycle or the product life cycle for each and every item. So I'm going to explain this as we go. So the product development, this is the if you remember very well the time we're looking at the new development, how the idea or the development of a new product, the stages in which it goes through. There was a stage where the particular product is developed. After the issue of developing, we had the issue of testing, and then we had the issue of commercializing, which is the launching and then introduction. So after a particular product is developed, the first step which we have is introduction. The moment it is introduced to the market, during that stage, the profit and the sales for that particular product, they are still low. Because the sales, they are low, the product, it is also, the profit which the company is making out of that particular product, they are low. And you need to know when you are starting in a particular project, this is what makes a lot of people to fail. You are just starting something new. You want to start enjoying profits like somebody who had already started a long time ago. So you find that when your particular product is just introduced on the market, you incur some losses because you need to invest a lot in the promotion, you need to invest a lot in marketing, you need to invest a lot even in the distribution of that particular product so that people, they even become to know it. So as such, the profits, they are low. We come to the growth. The growth stage, after a particular product has grown, like it has really grown, the distribution has been done, and a lot of competitors or some people that have come in, you find that you start enjoying the profit from a certain product. Why? Some things, they would have been reduced. They would have been reduced. So I'm going to come back to this when I'll show you the table so that you understand very well how everything here is. I'll go to the table direct so that I summarize everything. Okay, so everything is summarized from this table. So we have the introduction stage, the growth stage, the maturity stage, and then the decline stage. The decline stage is where the product goes to extinct. Very few people are going to remain on this. A product is stop being offered on the market. So what is the characteristics of the cells in the introduction stage? So in the introduction stage, you'll find that you have low cells. The cells are going to be low. Why do you have low cells? It's because this is when the particular product is just introduced on the market. The other stage, we have the growth stage. So in the growth stage, you are going to have rapid rise in sales. Your sales are going to increase to go very high. So since your sales, they are very much high, even when you check on the profits, you'll find that you have rising profit. In the maturity stage, the sales have peaked and even the profits, they are high. When you go in the decline stage, like the product loses demand, only few people go for that particular product, you find that when the sales are declining, even the profits, they are declining. If you remember very well, the time we were doing the types of customers, we have innovators, where we say the innovators, these are just guys who jump in once a particular product is produced on the market. They will just jump in without giving any reason for them doing. They just want to have the latest version of something. That's what their aim. So those, they are available in the introduction stage. Yeah. So I talked of the types of the customer that the innovators, they fall into the introduction, or they are found in the introduction stage of the product. In the growth, you will find the early innovators. In the maturity stage, you'll find the middle majority. And the laggards, they are found in the declining stage. The profits, you'll find that when the particular product is introduced, you have negative. You don't expect profits there. How about competitors? The competitors, when a particular project is introduced, you'll find that the competitors, there are few there. As the product grows, a lot of people, competitors, they come in, they start imitating the way a particular product is produced, and they come up with the fake ones, and they jump in. So we have growing number. And at the maturity stage, because you have had a lot of people coming in, you have a stable number beginning to decline. So in the maturity stage, because the profit which they had assumed there was a rising profit in the high, some competitors, they start coming out. They start coming out here. They start declining. And this is what is happening in the declining stage. Some people would have left, only a few people are going to be left producing this particular product. So you need to know all this and what happens in each and every stage for a particular product. So what are some of the strategies which you can use if you are offering your product? So for a product, in the introduction stage, you need to offer a basic product. And in the growth stage, offer product extension, services, and warranty. So you need to offer product extensions, like, and even warrants you can give, because this is where the product is growing. There is a growth. Here in the first stage, you could just offer the basic, like not quite a good number of them, and just because even the people who are buying it, there are very few. So you only offer the basic. So after that, in the other stage, you find that the rising stage, not the rising, but the maturity stage, you need to offer diverse brand and models. So in this stage, the maturity for the particular product, invest much in the brand so that you differentiate, because here you have got quite a good number of competitors as well. And then you can phase out weak items in the declining stage. Those things which you see that these are not needed, remove them, because the profits here that are declining, very few, the product is no longer on demand. So you can remove the things which are weak, the items which are weak, or the features which are weak to that particular product. How about the price? So in the first, in the introduction stage, you can use cost price, the cost plus. And then in the growth, the price to penetrate market. So you find that the price which you offer here, you need to offer the price which is which you do, like you are taking advantage because the product has grown. You no longer have to emphasize much. and do all those kind of things. So you can take advantage. So in the peak, which is the maturity, the price to match or beat competitors, you can reduce the price so that you are at the same price, you are giving the particular product the same price with your customers. And then the declining stage, you can cut the price because the particular product is no longer on demand. How about the distribution? Build the selective distribution in the first stage, the introduction stage. You need to choose some locations where you do your distribution to. It's not each and every place because the product is still not known and everything. You do the same in the growing or the growth stage. And then the maturity stage, you have need to build more intensive distribution because the product is on demand and a lot of people are on it. For you to make a lot of sales, you need to make sure that that particular product is distributed heavily. And then after it have phased out, here in the declining stage, you go to selective, go selective. And for the companies or the branches which are not, or the outlets which are not profitable, you need to remove them, phase them out. And how about the advertising? You build product awareness among early adopters and innovators. And you do the same, you build awareness and interest in the mass market. For the advertisement, you find that because the product is being introduced, the main concentration is on the innovators and early adopters. So this is where you need to concentrate a lot. You don't need to concentrate on those people who may not or who are not for, don't go for early fashion, like there's something which has come on the market that is a brand new product. No, concentrate on this. And here you make sure that you build awareness, the interest of mass. Make sure that everybody now they know because the particular product is growing, it's the growth stage. And then you stress brand differences and benefits. Because a lot of competitors has come, it's a maturity stage, make sure that you maintain your value so that you are not diminished by your competitors. And then in the declining stage, you reduce to the level needed to retain most loyal customers. Only the loyal ones who are going to remain. So you have to make sure that you reduce the level, you reduce it to the level where it's needed by your loyal customers, not just pleasing anyone. How about the sales promotion? You use heavy sales promotion to entice trial in the first phase, the introduction phase. And then you reduce to take advantage of heavy consumer demand here. And because you reduce the sales promotion, you find that even the profits, they start going up in this stage. That's why one of the reasons why price goes up in the growth stage is because the promotion, it reduces. So you increase to encourage brand switching here in the maturity stage, and then you reduce to minimal level. So this particular table, you need to take it very much, consider it very much because it's going to help you a lot. And even in the exam, I'm going to bring something on this very table. Otherwise, we're going to end there. I'm going to end here on this table. This table summarizes everything. Otherwise, I thank you for you who managed to join in. Have a good evening to you all. See you next time when we join class. I'm going to share this recording to you in class so that you can go through at your own time.